Jim. He's starting to put up a good one here.
My mission is simple. To make you money.
I need something to follow for the general anyways. Well, the general.
There's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to help you find it.
We're not getting into that. We got some good information about a map on the board.
Hey, I'm Kramer.
And
welcome to Mad Money.
some plays
Welcome
over
to
here.
Kramer.
I know I
Okay,
said,
one of my friends, I'm just
well,
trying
in
to
that
make some money.
video,
My job is not just to educate, but to entertain.
when I'm
and
talking about the
teach you.
Peacock,
So call me at
and I'm talking about checking prime numbers, hey, I did it for a little while. I'm in a really bad spot to play.
With the Dow sinking 209 points.
There's no bad spot.
Even
There's
the
not.
Nasdaq went up a little bit.
But at the same time, I didn't want anything to do with the market right there for a little while. I couldn't hit anything. I mean, I started to lose a lot out of it.
Let's get opportunistic together.
You know, I could get back into it. I could just finish it off and pull my money out, get it out.
When the stock market throws a sale, we have a million excuses for
I like to do
maybe we're too close to the top, or the charts
different.
turn bad, or stocks are still too expensive.
I don't have anything
The
wrong
thing
with the
is,
system.
you
I
could
like
make
the
those same
finance
arguments every step
game.
of the way as the
I
average
think it's
market
absolutely
maker.
necessary
It's easy
for
to
the
scare yourself
Treasury.
away. I mean, look at the market
Braveheart over
7
here,
straight days. So let me
dealing
give you
with
the
William
secret
Wallace,
to buying
dealing with the
high-quality stocks that can give you
topology.
sustainable gains, not meme stocks that fizzle after
This is
days.
how that math kind of
Now,
has
there
to
are
look
three
out.
ways
Otherwise, you're going to
I've
get
learned in
Cerebro
40
out
years,
here,
three
and
ways
everything's going to hit the map.
to approach a sell-off.
It's a
Okay?
fair way to come
First,
at the
you can buy the
general
strongest stocks because they're
relativity
now
to determine
battle-tested.
the
They
spring.
failed to go down when so many others got hit. When the market was really ugly at one point, you could see the winners. Second, you can buy the stocks you like where you have been waiting for.
At least it gives you a good
pullback.
fundamental.
Remember how
God
we
knows how many
said, oh,
times
geez,
if
we
you
got a
actually
pullback,
check
I buy
Prime
that it happened.
over.
Third, you can buy the stocks of companies that had good news today but failed to rally because the overall tape
But
was
at
flowing.
least there's a key
These
point
are
here.
the three
You know,
ways,
you're looking
okay?
at the
You wanna
general's
write it
map
down, that's
about
fine. These are the
Marines and
only three ways.
infantry on the
That's
line,
it.
Assyria here.
I'm still in the
Remember,
middle.
this is
Let me give you some
simulator
real-life
theory,
examples
so
that fit
just
into these silos. The first group, stocks that
the
triumph
difference
on a bad day,
being
are
the
often most
paper
fertile ground because
vectors
they
off
would
of
have been
this
up even
should.
more if the
Like I
averages
said, they're
hadn't
giving you
dragged
general
everything
models,
down.
but they're not going to
So
tell you
let's
to
start with
put
the one that was up gigantic. Let's start with Amazon.
$2,000 on
Today,
Amazon.
effectively won half of the
But
defense
that's basically what they
contract that most
did,
people
right?
assume entirely to Microsoft. $10 billion win, huge gross margins. Makes a ton of sense for the Pentagon.
Now, you
because
gotta
it's based
understand
on the
what-
cost and quality of the Amazon
what
Web
that
Services
review
investment in.
actually looks
This
like.
is the house that Andy
What
Jassy
that
built. So the contract
briefing
makes
or
for a vice
recon
president on the
report
day when
would
he takes
look
the
like,
reins
because
as
there's not a
CEO.
difference.
Of course,
It's-
Amazon hasn't exactly pulled back; it just made a new all-time high today. That's okay.
The
momentum
difference are
in this
gonna
stock is
be-
as strong as I've ever seen it, and people like to buy momentum. Plus, and this is what I think is really important. You know,
Okay,
it's
so
only
think
up
about
13%
this
for the year.
country
I mean,
as a
it's only 3
big-ass
percentage points
factory,
behind
right?
the S&P
Especially in
500.
Amazon.
You're not buying this
The
thing
ones that
at an
rallied and,
outrageous
well, others
increase
failed.
versus the S&P.
I mean,
why is that? Well, a lot of
general
people are still
relativity,
hung up on this pandemic
right?
versus
And you got to
non-pandemic
think about
growth by
Amazon in
economy.
itself.
They
It
just
is
need to put all that out of your
all
head.
of
The
the
so-called
companies got
pandemic
every
phase
other
spent the last
spec
month and a
inside of
half
it.
roaring higher.
It
More on
is
that
in
later when we
itself
talk
a
about the biggest winners from the second
ceramic
quarter.
battery
Very
for
counterintuitive.
quantum spec.
Amazon's
It
doing incredibly well
is
right now because the
a
business they took through the
medical
pandemic is sticking.
industry for
Once you
shipping,
abandon
for
brick-and-mortar stores for the web, they
inventory,
don't go
for
back. Everything
it's
else
the
is
bullet
extraneous.
bunker,
Now,
it's
the
the
big issue with something like Amazon is that
I mean,
people
literally
want to say,
by
I missed it.
but
Isn't that
if
the
they're
big
not selling
objection?
weapons and,
But
and
you could have
ammo,
said that same thing thousands of points ago, and you still would have been dead wrong. Don't use that as an excuse. You can't ever catch this one right. Now, I
That's
remember
a
when
lot
I
of
first
money.
bought Amazon for my
It's
job.
expensive, very expensive
Then
stock.
President Trump had just
but
trashed
it's going
viciously,
to
ripped
do
it-
well. Usually, the
ripping
higher
on-
money
he
you
said
go,
he ripped off the
there's
they ripped off the
sectors,
post
right?
office.
If
Even
you
though
go
it had
out
been
and you
even-handed
find your
transaction,
stock scanner,
I was on vacation.
and you can check
That's a real nice
different
place. And I decided to jump on that 300-point decline.
sectors of what that is, say
Then the stock
50,
dropped
say to
200
80,
points
say, well, maybe
more
in the
next
low
day.
end, but
I bought more, but I can tell
the
you,
weights and
sincerely
plates
wrecked my
don't care.
vacation and my
They
wife
don't.
hated me for it.
You might
Even though
be
they
risky
had paid
and
service
risk
pricing,
analysis, oh, I
and
can't
it was
do that because
miserable time in our
Amazon,
lives
but
because of
it's
this
actually
stock.
way more
Probably too
secure
much information.
in something like
Anyway,
Amazon.
that was more than
You know, but
2,000
you're gonna have
points
to put
ago.
up
I still
some
remember
nut,
vacation as
where
miserable.
you might have
I
the
had
money
good
to
for
play
charity.
penny stocks,
What else
but
works in this category? How about Apple? Now, this is a high-quality company with a pristine balance sheet and fantastic customer loyalty.
and you'll find
There's
that
no-
a lot.
there's
I
no
mean,
rocket
Jim's
science.
always
This is what
talking
I'm doing
about,
here,
do
okay?
we buy Apple
It
right
managed
now?
to
Do I
withstand
sell
today's
Apple
beat
right
down.
now?
Even though Apple's only down
Do
a few
I?
bucks from its 52-week high, it is underperforming the S&P 500 year to date. It's only up
Well,
about
he
half
told
as
you
much
from the
as
beginning.
it's a better
Maybe you were
company than
high.
everything else in
Maybe
the
you were
index.
high
I've
and you
told
didn't
time
want
and
to
again,
move
own
any other
Apple,
stocks
don't
out of
trade
that
it. It's
sector.
more than
Totally
ever since one
acceptable.
been
You
right.
go ahead and
Stock's
punch somebody
running
in the
because Manuel
face
said it does
because
better in July.
they
I had a
really
few more in
shouldn't
July. I don't
be
care. I
trying
think today's
to
strength shows you Apple's
burn and
potential
convince
to
you
more
otherwise, especially if you were making money. Remember, a positive gain is a positive gain. Here, there's not morals or friends, and we share. This is shares. That's how shares work. I'm going to take some of the risk off by sharing it with somebody else. People that believe in something like this, whether it's good, bad, people like Bezos or don't like Bezos, you got to understand that doesn't matter to what it is you should be doing here.
I'm still backing the cyber plays even here, but they do tend to trade down 3 or 4
With that being said, every once in a while you'll see a bear that is way too big to put something on the mountain. And that's why you'll hear about it, like Warren Buffett putting money on something, or pulling out a Berkshire Hathaway. That's a little different because that's a lot of money building a lot of equity over a long time. That's why you're going to have so much power as a holder. And on the turn of that, why Exxon got a discipline management from Engine One, which is a person with 1% share.
Which was down nearly 5% today. God, I love that. Even as this one of the year's best.
It's the nature of it. You can play that a lot of ways because that's what comes up.
But you can't say,
legal always.
No. Devin's down. I don't want to buy it.
On your shopping list that had refused to come down until now.
Stocks had the positive catalyst today, like analyst recommendations, and would have been up huge on any other day. Textbook.
You'll see that a lot in math.
This morning, Goldman Sachs recommended it. The stock quickly traded up $3 until the buyers realized there was no need to chase.
It really brings up contextual models. When we do people in stock on the farm, they do work the same way, except for money in hand to that point in time. This is all gear work and forces. This really is. It can be done. You look at the company, hey, we are losing. I have to sell my shares because I gained equity. To keep that business going, it's a trajectory. Do you let the company come down and fail?
I think American Express stock should have rallied.
Not one of these ones, most likely. And that's generally where you're going to be in here. While you need somebody on the SPAC running, hey, they're making sales today. This is quarterly report for those guys. They're at the projected numbers. For the recon. Remember, this guy's going to be hitting this out here like a general on that field. And I don't mean to disrespect anybody else in the department over here, but this is a pretty specific game plan, right? Playbook.
It's not because I'm clairvoyant. I didn't know Amazon would get hit again.
Just your X's and O's, man, where your vector positions are, and you gotta have prime systems on there. Maybe that's just that little psych trigger is going to be not today, tomorrow. It's up, it's in good position. Maybe I'm in the wrong set, and what you'll do is you'll mass out that system. But if not totally mass it out, you're just going to want to leave those triggers, because when you do move things around tomorrow or whenever, that it might be different. And one of those primes that were aren't. And so when you switch off on those things, are going to be a real big index. You look at your whole entire list on your stock sector. You could. It's going to take time. Build equity inside of here to have that much
not as a reason to panic
in the set.
But
you could certainly watch over this to say, just go back to Jim, see what names he's running, how long he's running, what kind of reciprocals they're on, and that would be the mathematics on Bernoulli's, Coragrin, throw out your name, solid state chemistry. So again, just one of those ones I wanted to put up there. But obviously it's not the map. We're not out there looking at Amazon's production floor. We're not out there dealing with any wage fraud cases that they have or anything like that. It's all the ladder stuff. It's like, even though that didn't seem like an Amazon training situation, it really is if you take it out of context. And you'd say, well, those are the skills you're supposed to develop on the floor for the fulfillment center or the stone mill. Eventually you're going to get into that 45, inventories, people in play, or who's got the best site to get on the best thing. You're going to take that money by any other means, X's and H's, limit 0 here, and you're going to try your best to put it over here. Favorite game of move the Jaeger, because sometimes they won't. Right? And you're going to have that stuff lined up on the farm. Equally like Jim trying to talk to us out here or some other system. Remember, what does he do? He ain't stealing money out of your wallet, guys. Let me be first and clear. And to the ones that have trouble with that, one of the things you want to do is help them defend that. Because like I said, if you're on this and you like this kind of stuff, then you can go look at those comment sections and see prime systems in the area. Right? Alright, catch you in the next one.